everybody, welcome to Book Club number 43. Today we will be covering about the crime scene 1 and 2, as well as the tactical commission 1 and 2. How exciting. And today I am here as your de facto host, Sayome, chosen by everyone because she's so cool. I am here joined by...
Des, the slightly less cool host.
Kia ora, it's Horse Fry.
True.
And I'm Pokey.
Hell yeah. So what the hell are we doing here, Sayome?
Yippee. I'm glad you asked this. It's been a while since we've done a book club, but today we will be covering more from episode 6.
Hell yeah, I love episode 6.
It's like my second favorite.
You know, I was just telling Bubbles about this. EP5 and EP6 are so Umineko. Because like, okay, certainly EP2 and EP3 are very Umineko. But in the same way that they are missing the blue truth from EP4, all the question arcs are missing so much shit from EP5 and 6. It's crazy.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, I think episode 4 more embodies it, but that's because I'm biased. I just really like episode 4. It's just the whole real life aspect as well.
Yeah.
Was really well incorporated there.
EP4 is the best, in my opinion. I love EP4.
I agree. You're twin. Twinning.
EP6 is great, but I want to put it under a microscope. It's like a I want to study it in a laboratory type of environment.
I was gonna say, in case anyone has forgotten in the past 8 months, the way this works is we're gonna go through the chapters bit by bit, only spoiling things up to the chapters we're covering, and then after that we'll have a full spoilers discussion, safely away from the ears of those who have not finished Peak. So what have we been doing? Sayome, our host, what you've been doing?
Oh, true. Yeah. Not up too much,
Just
honestly.
chilling.
Just been vibing. I'm actually going to a cosplay event tomorrow, though. So hopefully that will be fun.
Holy shit, are you gonna be cosplaying Sayome from When We Cry? That's so sick.
True. I do that cosplay every day, actually. Like, I get recognized every day on the street. Everyone goes like, damn, you're Sayome, you're so cool.
I respect the grind.
So yeah, actually it's Kaho from like Love Life Hasnu. So Lucas is the reason I'm into all of this, by the way. Like that's you also kind of the reason because you introduced me to him. So this is your
Who
fault.
the fuck is Luke? The audience doesn't know.
Anonymous.
There we go.
Wait, I forgot. I'm on first name basis with him. Fucked up. I still talk a lot with him. I hang out.
Anon has just gotten a new mic. Hopefully we can reel him into an episode.
Yeah.
True, I will bait him
Yes, please.
with Love Life as like promised.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, what have y'all been up to?
For recently, well, I guess if it's been 8 months, then have I mentioned the video game project that I've been working on? I've mentioned it in other episodes, but I've been developing a game inspired by Blood on the Clock Tower and a game called Demon Pluff. But also in my spare time, I've been collecting manga. More specifically, I've been reading Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh my god, I have also
Yo,
started
P.
reading that.
P.
I have it on hold because my life's kind of a mess right now, but what I read is very good.
Real.
That's very good. I'm 5 volumes in, and besides that, I've also been collecting the Pokemon Adventures manga, which I used to read in my childhood, but I never got past like the yellow arc. So I never really started much of Gen 2 and beyond. And Gen 3 was peak, and so far Gen 4 is garbage, but I love it anyway.
Really?
Actually, because it's garbage, I love it so far.
Why?
It's awful because they had to translate it. So like the main characters in Gen 4 are Diamond and Pearl are their names, and they have a bit where they're comedians. They want to be professional comedians. So all of the jokes are obviously in Japanese, and so they make no fucking sense in English because they just have to make up new jokes based on what little is in the panel. And it's awful, but it's so fun and I love it. And I'm just excited to get
That's really cool.
to further generations beyond because it's still going today.
Really?
And also, I recently encountered a brand new like doujin that's Pokemon. This is like Pokemon Adventures is the greatest Pokemon manga of history, and Tournament of Kings is the greatest Pokemon manga of today.
Oh.
So I would recommend.
Is it like fan-made?
Yes, it is entirely fan made, and it's very deep.
Really?
Cool.
And like it's got like real deep cuts to the lore of like Pokemon as a fandom. So it's little things like you look at the TV in a Pokemon game, and it's like, hey, there are 5 kids walking on railroads, and then that's thematically tied into the contents of the prologue to that story.
Oh my god, Pokemon but good? No way.
Yeah, or things like
That's crazy.
like your rivals Raticate like suddenly disappearing from the game.
Where he dies.
Yeah, he dies.
Oh, I remember that creepypasta. I love that creepypasta. I also showed my
Yeah,
pet.
the creepypasta was that you like killed him, but in this you don't kill him. But he does die,
fucked up.
and that's very emotional and important to the story, and I just love it so much. I recommend both Pokemon Adventures and Tournament of Kings. It has got other translated names. Tournament of Champions, sometimes it's called.
Oh yeah.
Is this like a fan work in the sense that it's like fully like fan published, or is it like a kind of a doujin, but a published doujin?
It's releasing, I think, either yearly or twice a year at Comiket. So
Right.
when I started reading, I didn't realize it was. Oh, sorry. It's Pokemon Oja no Saiten, Festival of Kings. When I started reading, I didn't realize it wasn't done yet. So I was just jump scared by hey, no more chapters left.
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. I hate that.
Yeah.
That is very. That sounds very interesting. Speaking of
It is. What have you been up to?
Pokemon, yeah. Gen 10 just got announced. What the hell?
True. I fucking hate all of them.
What?
They look all so fucking
No,
ugly. But like,
no.
They look so
Silent,
garbage,
silent.
but I kind of do
Silent.
love them.
I like Brown, but only like as like a punching bag. Like I want to punt him. Like, I hate
what
Brown.
the
I
hell
want
are
to punt
you
it.
saying? What the hell? I'm gonna have to stop you right there,
What? It's a dog and a gecko.
dude. I haven't felt hopeful and excited for a new generation
whoa,
since
that's
a
crazy.
while.
Those water physics do look excellent.
I mean, yeah, looks better than
It finally looks good.
Scarlet Violet. Okay.
It finally okay, yeah.
Huge
I'm not
accomplishment.
like okay. I'm not in the camp of like
That's a
yo non-believers. Why did you not trust the plan? Like no, fuck you. They had the obligation to deliver good games. Like
I don't
they're
really
the highest
care, honestly.
grossing franchise. But like I get to celebrate us finally reaching that point. Like the games finally look good. And honestly, I like the starters.
fair.
They no longer have a slap of cheese swapped onto them. They actually look good. They're a lot simpler.
The dog is boring
No,
as hell.
that's true. That's funny as hell.
The gecko
But,
looks like the littlest pet shop. Literally.
It does. I never
the
thought
fact
of that.
They are so much more.
And Brown is so fucking ass ugly. I want to
Oh my
punt it like
fucking
an
God,
angry
Simon.
bird.
Okay, you need to calm down. They're actually good starters.
Sorry.
Like they're simple. I like that. I like that they are simple.
I like Brown, but in the way that I want to
Jesus.
fucking
You
like
just
kick on
haven't
it.
warmed up to them. Trust.
I just hope they stay bipedal. Please stay on off
Yeah.
voice.
I mean, Game Freak has to be listening, right? Like,
so
we
much.
are so fucking vocal about the bipedal thing. They have to be
hope so.
listening. No more furries with human professions. Please. I want pets. They need to be pets.
Yes.
It's called Pokemon, not Poke 9 to 5.
Poke 9 to 5.
I'm excited for Champions,
Yeah.
so like that's the one thing I'm excited for.
I don't subscribe to the idea that Pokemon has gotten worse at their creature design. Well, here's the thing about Scarlet and Violet is that all the things that Pokemon does
Flamingo.
well, they did fine in Scarlet and Violet. I like the new creatures. Obviously, there's some weird ones, but there always are.
Flamingo.
But the thing with Scarlet and Violet, we're so rushed that like you were playing it and you still play it, and it's a ton of visual bugs and it not really thought through gameplay sections. And so I'm really glad if the new Pokemon games they've really thought things through and taken their time.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
What about you,
Yes.
Horse?
Well, I'm pretty sure this will come out after the after the previous episode that we recorded. So I think I've already said what I've been doing in the last 8 months. I think since then the Freerun started, I noticed that Freerun started airing season 2, so I guess I started watching that. It's kind of mid, unfortunately.
Really? Oh god, I still haven't started it. Is
Oh
it-
no!
Yeah.
Okay,
I watched
wait. We need to establish something. What parts of season 1 did you like, so that us who haven't started season 2 know what you're referring to when you say it's mid?
I begrudgingly liked all of season 1. There's like a change that they make in season 2, and I was like, oh come on, this was a unique story, like why are you doing this? But it was regrettably still peak.
Okay.
But then the
So sad. I feel so bad for you.
season two goes back to like the old formula, which is like what I wanted, but it's like I don't know, it feels like they haven't got. I guess without spoilers, it's hard for me to explain what it is, but like
it lost its uniqueness. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. The first season of Frieren, like the thing that's like really good about it is it's got that really strong like sense of nostalgia, like that sense of like.
Oh god, it was that.
Like everything's kind of like they put in a fight scene so that like the viewer doesn't fall asleep, but like for the most part like. There's like they come across a monster, they fight it. There's like a few seconds of like, oh no, will our main characters die? And then they don't die. And then like the rest of the series is like, or the rest of that episode will be like polishing a statue that like reminds Frieren of a like previous like quest, and like Fern and Stark will have like a cute like moment together or something. But there's like
I'm not woke enough for that.
There's like a structure to the rest of the episode. These like first 5 episodes, I don't know, I haven't felt it. It's been like they know what a Frieren episode's supposed to look like, but nothing happens.
Damn.
And I'm not talking about the fight. Like there's always a fight, but like the rest of it needs to be what the story is written around. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's
you can't just write filler and then have a fight scene and then have more filler.
But has it finished already? The season?
No, it's like I think the first 5 episodes have aired.
Okay, it may get better.
Maybe there's a 6th that I haven't watched yet.
There's still hope.
I'm sure it gets better. But there's only like 12 episodes in this season. Like they've got like it's like a short season this season. The last season was like 20 something, like high 20s.
26, 27.
Oh yeah, speaking of anime, fucking Yoko Taro is directing the new Eva, and Ryukishi went up to the anniversary.
I mean, that was so scary.
Of course he did.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was fucked up. I was so scared he was gonna. I was like, guys, Ciconia Phase 2 is never releasing.
He wanted to write Evangelion so badly that he just forgot about Ciconia and started writing actual Evangelion.
I would be crying in my grave.
Yeah.
Ryukishi Evangelion.
I feel like it's kind of like imagine if you went to the theater to go and watch Star Wars, but then like you sat down and like it was Star Trek instead. I feel like it's kind of like that. Like I'd still be disappointed because I was like, that's not what I bought a ticket for. But I'd be like, at least it's like this is kind of what I wanted to watch like today. Like I'm like if Ryukishi wrote Evangelion and it was good. Like Ciconia is, then I'd be like, at least it's something in that vein,
No, I would start tweaking. Please give me Phase 2, bro. Please, I've been waiting years.
Yeah,
it's been fucking 7 years, bro. I can't.
Not even took that long.
Yeah, literally. We haven't worked so fucking. Okay, I can't say that. Actually. We're not in spoiler section yet. Hold on.
Should we get into Umineko, or does anybody else have anything to share with the class?
I think I forgot to say, but I've been watching Dragon Ball for the past year or so. It's been fun. I like all of it.
I have never seen an episode of Dragon Ball ever.
Damn, that's pretty fun. It's kind of mindless, but it also has some themes which I like. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like starting from like the start of Dragon Ball, not talking about like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, the very big original until Z. Then I watched Super, and I'm watching GT.
Yo, GT has gotta have like the best anime opening of all anime openings. It is so catchy.
Yes, it's so peak. Oh,
crafted in
my playlist. It's so peak.
Oh, that's high praise.
True. Actually, it wasn't originally supposed to be an anime opening. I think it was just a good pop song.
Wait, really? It was just a pop song? Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's about love and stuff.
I only know the Portuguese lyrics. The Portuguese lyrics are very much about Dragon Ball.
Oh, I thought I'm the Japanese version. I really like the first one.
Well, should we get into Umineko? Umineko no Kokoro ni?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
So, actually, give me just 1 minute. I gotta go make sure Bubbles has her headphones on so she doesn't get spoiled. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thought.
Whenever Des says Bubbles, I just think of like the monkey from Dragon Ball. Because he's also named Bubbles. That feels mean to say though, actually. Like, sorry.
It like is the Dragon Ball GT OP? Is that like is there a Japanese one and like you know how English is like the dragon ride the dragon or whatever the
thing. Oh, it's so bad.
Okay, so it's the Japanese.
I don't know if it's opening or ending, but like
yeah
the Japanese one.
Yeah, okay.
It's so good.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's go. Last time on Umineko Bookclub. After George, it was everyone else's turn to prove their love was the real deal. and nothing has more love than food. Jessica air-fried Kiria to prove air fryers are more than just a tiny oven scam. Kanon, on the other hand, put Goda to shame with a roses skewer. Shannon served Maria pancakes, smashing her against the wall and circumventing Maria's sorcière diplomatic immunity of Sakutaro by pleading self-defense. Beato took the phrase "you take my breath away" a little too seriously and ended up Evangelion Natsuhi out of the picture. Seeing this, Butler shows up like there's no such thing as too many cooks in the kitchen and wants in. Now, Butler is ready to present what he prepared for the love trial, but Erika says one last thing. Last game, she got her ass handed to her as she intends to make up for it. This time, she will step down from the role of the detective and win without the use of the detective's authority. In case you don't remember, the detective's authority is basically the thing that says if the detective is in the room and the detective does not detect any hidden passages, any person hiding under the bed, then it's narratively prohibited for the story to have any trick that the detective did not get any hint about. Just to make the story fair. And that explains why Erika's focus is allowed to waver in this episode. She wakes up and the first thing the narrative says is, like, she only noticed people were knocking on the door a little bit after they actually started doing it. Butter is confused about this choice because he was under the impression EP5 had resulted in a tie. But Bern interrupts by saying they had such a great disadvantage, the mystery side did, that a tie is a great loss in her eyes. Butler notices Erika shitting gold ingots in a corner and asks her to blink twice. But the comedic relief from the Delta is like, with a handicap like this, not having the detective's authority, you get to glaze yourself to infinity if you win, but you also get a nice little excuse if you lose. And that's basically the strategy that Bern is trying to pull here. They give themselves such a handicap that if they win, it's gonna be like, oh my god, you won. You had such a great disadvantage. You're the best witch ever. And if they lose, it's like, okay, I get it. Like, you didn't have the detective's authority. Like, I get it. You're not a bad player. Yeah, and Womble is like, yeah, I see what you're doing. Bern, you sneaky little bitches got zero skin in the game, she says. To which Bern responds, oh, Erika's got plenty of skin for the both of us. You snooze, you lose. You sweep, you whip. You fail to win EP6, you get deported to the worst possible fragment, America. On the game board, Erika is woken up at 1 a.m. by George and Jessica, who are looking for a few losses on the roster. Erika runs to the mansion like Santa is coming to town. She notices the door is unlocked this time and steps forth, bumping into Goda, panicking because someone turned the love trial into Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares. A few seconds later, they hear Rudolph and Kraus scream. When some members of the conference didn't come back after the break they were having, they got antsy and went looking for them. And then they found Natsuhi dead in her room, Kirie in Kraus's study, Eva in the VIP room, and then noticing that the door to the parlor was locked, which is unusual, it usually isn't locked. They went around to take a look at it from outside in, from the window, and then discovered Rosa and Maria's corpses. Lastly, they found Butler's corpse on a suspicious room. It is the only one without the chain lock, besides the parlor, which doesn't have a chain lock but had a headstand, basically filling the same purpose as a lock chain. Lambda then glazes Butler's closed room, as the existence of the chain locks render master keys useless as an explanation. While Bern comments how there's two ways to break open a closed room. It's either that there is no closed room or there's just no murder. And with that, the first Twilight's rap battle is a go. Dvanor unrolls the scroll containing the mystery side preparations and starts reading. Out of the gate, Erika rapid fires some context, which Butler acknowledges. These are all closed rooms. They are impossible to construct from the outside. Interference between the outside and inside is only possible within the realm of possibilities of what you can usually do with a regular room, like knocking and screaming. And the only ones inside the rooms at the time of their deconstruction were the victims themselves. Beato tries to dip her toes at this by answering one of the questions, but Erika backhands the poor little chick. Dwanner then resumes the examination and asks that Butler acknowledge that no murders happened after the deconstruction of the rooms. Erika proposes that the murders actually happened after the chain lock got cut, but Butler keeps the red treasured sword in its sheath, tilting Erika that Beato insists it's just because murders will keep happening in other Twilights, so they can't just say that no more murders happened after the deconstruction of the room. But Erika is stubborn. She says Krause's group destroyed the closed rooms and killed the people inside. This is what I want you to argue against, that they broke into the room and then killed the people and then pretended that they actually cut the chain lock afterwards. I don't want you to try to divert the conversation to other places. This is what I want you to argue against. She's redirecting the focus of an interview like a corrupt criminal. But the lawful neutral Dwanner explains she has to be more specific than just saying Krause group, and she suggests that she first confirm who actually entered the room when it got destroyed. Lastly, Erika asks that Butler repeats. Krause, Rudolph, Hideyoshi, and Gode are not culprits. Butler falls deep in thought, worrying Beato. If they don't respond, the bull stake will remain. In the end, Butler acknowledges they were not involved in the first Twilight specifically. Erika wants to check whether that means it was also impossible for the others to commit the crime, but Butler tells Erika to think about it herself. I'm not just gonna hand that to you. She's being pretty pushy, to the point of looking a bit childish. After all, the more red the witch side uses, the less darkness remains for magic. But red is meant to make sure the mystery side isn't misunderstanding the question, not to allow it to stop thinking. If you look back at the question arcs, besides Umineko specific reds, like Butler's identity, all reds are just this, making sure Butler isn't misunderstanding the question. It's all Nox. This is why Nox is automatically red. Dwanner resumes reading the scroll, but Erika stops her. She's got her brew ready. Back in the game board, having lost their wives, the men have cornered Gode. Because if the mansion was properly locked up, why had Butler and Maria been found inside? How did they get in? Did they ring the doorbell? And if so, why didn't Gode hear it from the servants' room? Genji defends him. Gode was serving the drinks the adults had requested. But they're still pissed. Why was the servants' room left empty, they ask. Why was Genji on the guest house instead of the mansion? The adults are restless. They call them 007. 0 bitches, 0 money, 7 more murders to go. Erika takes...
Oh no.
They just lost their family.
I don't make
bro.
the rules.
Calm down. What do you mean? You're the one who wrote it.
I don't make the rules. I just write the summary. That's how the story goes. It literally says, Rikishi wrote, 0 bitches, 0 money, 7 more Twilights.
You did not write that in Umineko, bro.
No, he did. It's the first translation. Just which hand?
Screenshot or didn't happen.
I trust you.
Erika
It did
takes
happen,
control of the
yes.
situation. She makes everyone calm down and sends Kraus with servants up to the second room and to the second floor, where everyone else is. What she means to do is to stay on the first floor and keep Rudolph and Hideyoshi and help, Rudolph and Hideyoshi seal the guest house. Then, upon being alone with the two of them, she reveals she actually wanted to share her suspicions of the servants. She claims to kill so many without anybody noticing, you'd have to 1. Be familiar with the layout of the mansion, and 2. Be someone who wouldn't alert the victims. Be someone they would welcome into their room. The final nail in the coffin is that the chain is the mere fact of the chain lock. Because the only way to not suspect the servants and their master keys is to set up a chain lock. Because even if they do have the master keys, they wouldn't be able to open a door that has a chain lock set up. And why would anybody else go through the trouble of setting those up? The men bring up whether it even is possible to set the chains from the outside after the crime happened, but they eat up Erika's story about mailmen using small tools to open lock mechanisms when they deliver a letter to the wrong mailbox. And they continue on with the conversation.
Very random.
It's funny.
I just want to note that, it's so interesting that, Gode is part of the Krause's group. So Erika knows that he's not the culprit, yet she's still manipulating everyone into thinking, oh, hey, what if Gode is the culprit?
Yeah. Exactly. She knows Red has already invalidated such an argument, but she seems to be trying to influence the pieces on the game board, even though she knows the information she's providing is wrong. Even without the detective's authority, she manages to
Yeah.
rearrange people up the way she wants, and ends up convincing the adults to never leave a servant alone.
I thought it feels very Blood on the
Oh
Clock
my
Tower.
God,
Like
that's
it would
the
be
new brain rot.
Yes.
You, yeah. But you just want everyone to stand in those particular places so you can use your role power like especially effective.
Yeah. Erica just knows that Goda is the virgin and wants him to be nominated, so that's two goods confirmed. Okay, she's not guilty. She's not
Yeah.
manipulating everyone.
Yeah.
She's doing it for a good cause.
Keep gaslight, girl boss.
I'm just gonna accept the trust that the one of the Clock Towers jokes are funny. I don't get the references, but I believe you guys are funny.
Oh, they're not. But
Okay.
They're not. No.
No?
But
Okay.
How funny.
you should come play.
What the hell?
she's come play.
I take my trust back.
Yeah.
Taking a break from the skirmishes, Butler admits it's hard to be on the witch side. He used to think the human side had it the worst, like trying to shoot a target covered in mist, but he sees it differently now. Beato asks what it is that Butler noticed at the end of the games. This is an inverse of how it used to be. Now Butler is the one who remembers the scene and Beato the one who doesn't. He doesn't give an answer, for it is something she must also figure out on her own. Let me just check who's sending messages. Is it work? No, it's fucking Ciconia. Oh my god.
Sorry.
I guess it happened.
I gave
told
proof,
you.
I gave
I told
proof.
you it existed.
Let's give a screenshot.
Listeners, look
Yeah,
at the
you
screen. I told you it was real.
Sorry.
I called it- 0 grams of gold.
It's real.
That's funny. Oh my god. Thank you, Ciconia.
No, that's just from the game. I just copy
Yeah.
paste.
Oh, true. Okay, actually, I think I said specifically 7 more murders to go because I don't think there's 7 more Twilights. Because like, there's 2 Twilights where no deaths
Yeah, I'm
happen. It's
stupid.
like
Don't worry about it.
you shall reach the village of gold, and then the witch shall bestow upon you 3 treasures. I think those are.
I bet this is like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's keep going.
Do you use that new tool where you search
Sorry.
for Umineko quotes and then it gives you them to you?
Oh yeah, we should tell the people about that. Who was the one who
Yeah.
developed that?
It was someone like the great Featherine or something.
Fuck, I don't know where it is at.
Yeah.
But someone developed a tool where you can like
Katerina Augustus Aurora.
type
Yeah, I found
a
it.
quote that you vaguely remember, and then it tells you what it was. It's good. Anyway, where were we?
shooting tags in the mist.
And then Beato having to figure it out on her own. While all of this is happening, on the mystery side of the ring, Erika is reporting all the reds she managed to pluck out of Bator, but admits that her examination of the corpses might be flawed. After all, she no longer has the detective's authority, so the narrative is allowed to let things go over Erika's head. Wemda teases her for this. It was her own choice not to make the detective's proclamation. Right now, she's like those detergents that wipe out 99.9% of germs, but there's always that small chance. No matter how good her memory and focus are, she isn't filling in the archetype of detective this time. Bern comments that this game has actually already finished last time. The mystery side has already won, with Butler figuring out the truth. This 6th game is just a victory lap for him to prove that he did reach the truth. Wemda continues this train of thought, confirming at the end of the game, everything will be destroyed, and it will be Bern's big victory. But she doesn't look happy. Bern responds, of course I'm not happy. I'm an IG motherfucker. I don't want none of this narrative about love, promises, resting in peace, she says. I didn't give Butler all that advice so that he could end things like that. I had his whistle sister turn into Angie Burger behind his back. I had his parents and family killed horribly over and over again. That was all just to spark a desire for revenge against Beato. And now, what kind of ending is this? Have I won? Of course not. Butler's gotten his hands on a victory that neither you, Wanda, nor I, Bern, can stand. I had to withstand a staggering period of boredom just to come all this way to this territory, just so that I could see Beatrice lame and pathetically torn to bits. I didn't come here to sip from a rotten yogurt fragment like this. This is a quote. She actually does say rotten yogurt fragment. I find that so funny. And Wemda is like, oh, you look so cute when you're being insufferable. And Bern blames it all on Erika. Bern loves doing this. Bern loves taking a situation that she has full accountability for and then blaming Erika. She says it's all her fault for screwing up last game. It's all her fault that this game board that looked like eternal entertainment got rotten. Now Butler reached the truth and it's all gonna end. She berates Erika. If she couldn't win with the detective's authority, how exactly is she planning on winning without it? But she's a sobbing mess and can't even stand straight. She's like, yes, I will surely show you a miracle. Like hell you can, scum. That's also a quote. She also just says that. It's really, this whole segment is really fucking funny. I honestly...
She's evil. I support women's rights and women's rights. Like, good for her.
She's not a woman, she's a piece.
I mean, Burn.
It was really intense having Burn just call Erika scum over and over. I did not remember how intense that scene was for my first reading.
I urge everyone to go reread it. Like this small, not small, like it's 4 chapters, but like this chunk, it's actually really fucking funny. Like my summary cannot do it justice.
Can't wait for that scene.
Number 15. The last thing you want in your underdog story is someone's fucking attitude. This verbal ass whooping gets interrupted by Butler cutting in with sounds fun. Am I getting in the way? And this is formatted the same fucking way as the tea party in episode 2, where Beato is serving Rosa, like the whole banquet. With the Rosa's, with Maria's head and like Grau's blood, and then Butler cuts in like, sounds delicious. Slice up your cow tits and make me a sandwich. Oh. It's formatted the same fucking way.
He did say that. I'm glad he died. In all the episodes.
Yeah, for once, first Twilight.
Butler, like in episode 4, he dies or something.
And you're glad he dies? Why?
Yes. Because he said that shit.
Why are you?
Yeah.
Why? What the fuck, Sion?
Fucker deserves it.
What you have? What?
He said that to his aunt. Well, no, never mind. He said some weird shit to Maria, though.
Okay, no, never mind.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We choose to ignore that.
Yeah.
Ryukishi was still thinking about Higurashi, you know? He wasn't fully on Umineko.
He hadn't fully transitioned yet.
Yeah, exactly. He was still taking the Higurashi pill.
He had locked it yet. Yeah.
Okay, where was I? The witches glaze Butler's... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to tell you where you were at.
Wait, how do you know where I'm at? Are you spying? Do you have access to my script?
Well, because I remember what you were saying before you went off the rails, yeah.
No. I have my script here.
We're right there.
I was saying, the witches glaze Butler's closed rooms murders, but Butler deflects it. He says his role isn't just to carry out murders, but also to settle his evenly fought skirmish with Erika from last time. Erika is like, Butler's son. Bern throws a pitiful glare at her and is like, even we fought? We can't be talking about the same battle here. Lambda says, hey, it's not polite to eavesdrop. And Butler says, it's written all over your faces. I didn't have to eavesdrop. Then Lambda gets super self-conscious and pulls out a mirror to check whatever it is that someone wrote on her face. And I love this part of Butler. He did the same with Beato. No matter how fiercely he may have fought with someone in the past, the moment that someone is being kicked to the ground, he's the first rushing in to help. It's so compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Butler.
There's north wind and the sun.
I mean, yeah.
You just gotta ignore the things he said to Maria. But like everything else is really nice.
No, boy, you have clothes happened in Wakinjima.
Yeah, but like every time he did that with Beato, he got taken advantage of. So.
Yeah, he did.
It's alright, it won't happen again.
No, 2 seconds later.
2 seconds later. Anyway, that's spoilers for like a minute from now.
How dare we? No.
Butler turns to Bern and declares that this is a game between him and Erika. There is no need for masterminds behind the scenes like her. Bern argues she's no mastermind. She's just a theater goer trying to relieve her boredom. Butler snaps. A theater goer watches in silence. They don't go mocking and manipulating the performers. And he announces that if she keeps this attitude up, he will use his authority to chase them away from this game. But Bern finds this very amusing. If he does chase them away, she will retrieve her piece, and this game will be cancelled, leaving Butler with no way to prove he understood Beato's truth. After all, a truth with no observers, with no witnesses, is just an illusion. This may go back to Mariage Sorcier and the fact that it takes 2 to create a world. Butler is angry. He claims he'll kick Bern out of the server anyway and she'll have to spend centuries in boredom in public servers. And Bern says, then why don't I? Erika, this game is over. Good work. You were completely useless. Erika is sobbing, crying, pissing her pants maybe. Divorce leads children to the worst fragments. Wanda has to cut in and ask that everyone calm the fuck down. Bern, stop talking, stop taking the piss. For this... Bern, stop taking the beach pill. Butler, stop poking the balloon. The narrative mentions how Bern used to be emotionless, and now she's contorting her face into all sorts of ugly expressions. It says it takes toxicity to fight toxicity, and Wanda is the only one who can reel Bern in.
True.
Calmer, Butler asks Erika to make a detective's proclamation, but she refuses. Dwanner informs that Erika can't make the decision on her own, and furthermore, Dwanner can't even draw her red sword without what she calls a red key. Detective's authority is one way of obtaining that red key. The duct tape seals from last game were another way of obtaining it. Butler compliments the duct tape seals and mentioned he has removed all duct tape from the story. He reminisces about his time fighting in the human side and how he had allies to help him, like Varagiria and Ronove. But Erika argues that her allies, Dwanor, Gertrude, Cornelia, are useless. Talk about the cycle of abuse, huh? So Butler decides to give Erika 3 rooms worth of duct tape, 1 for each ally. Erika doesn't want Butler's pity, but he claims he isn't helping Erika, he's helping her allies, giving them power to actually do something so Dwanor can draw red. Furthermore, if Erika is upping the stakes by not making a declaration, Butler should also be allowed to do the same and provide duct tape. And also, funny little detail here, Erika can use the seals retroactively in bits of the story that have already happened. And now that he worded it not as pity, but as him stepping up to meet the magnitude of Erika's gamble, she finally stands up a bit and announces he will regret this. Bern comments Butler has grown arrogant. Butler tells Erika not to listen to the other two. As long as he is present, he won't allow them to do as they please. Erika thanks him. She declares she will fight with all she has. So if he wins, she asks that he leave no scrap behind and fully defeat her. Butler accepts this and vanishes.
Dang, what a wholesome moment.
And then all 3 witches lose their shit. They're laughing, they're sneering. It was all a jest.
Never mind.
And now, in her words, I, Furudo Erika, have duct tape. She has duct tape.
Duct
The
tape.
motherfucker has duct tape. Yo, duct tape is the name of the game. And she has it.
I love Gamma
Oh
tape.
my god.
The game is actually called Umineko.
Okay.
Duct tape no Nakukora.
That was not funny, come on.
Dude, this I did not remember this. I was reading it and I got fooled too. Jesus, these 3, these motherfuckers.
No, I remember that. But that scene was funny.
Okay, well, they totally took advantage of Butler's soft
Erica.
heart. Wanda mentions how you get all full of yourself when you become a game master. Bern pities Butler for thinking Erika was at a disadvantage, and Erika is like, perfect closed rooms? I figured those out hella long ago, and thanks Lambda for helping with the act. Back in the love trial,
True.
Everyone is waiting to know what the next trial will be. The pair of demons admit they did not expect all of them to succeed the first round, so they have no idea how to advance things. Whoops. They discuss the idea of a free-for-all, but they quickly sum up the idea is flawed. Everyone would just defend, waiting for a pair to finish another pair up without having to even risk themselves. It would be a perpetual tie. No one would want to make the first move, so Shannon suggests rock, paper, scissors. But Jessica and George shoot down the idea. They don't want to entrust their fate to RNG. By this time, it seems the demons have already finished moving over what the next trial will be. So cryptically, they announce, think and fight to the death. Please, decide who the next sacrifice will be. Haha. And
My god, that's
we reach the end of the summary.
Yay!
W, thank you.
It's a
Des.
mystery. Clap, 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 clap.
All right. I hope you guys like
Yeah.
this summary.
I'm clapping my shit. I can say that.
I did.
It was
Yeah,
very
Yes, it was
good.
funny. Thank you.
Normally I'm really annoying and interrupt, but I was
No.
enjoying it too
You
much.
should interrupt.
I wanted to hear it in full.
You had such a flow.
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah.
I
Well,
exhausted my cup
Alright.
of water.
Mm.
I'll go and fetch some more. You guys can go on and discuss. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. One
Alright.
question I had when reading this: throwing Erica into the worst fragment. What do it mean?
I mean, probably just super hell. Like imagine, like the version of your life where everything goes the absolute worst it possibly could. It's like you don't get the job that you want. You don't get the person that you love. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably some shit like that. Like you go to prison for something you didn't do. I don't.
advanced hell,
Yeah.
the bad place. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's a murder mystery, but every single time the murderer chooses to kill the detective first, so she never gets
yes.
to solve any of the crimes.
True.
That feel when you're a fortune teller, but then you die second night,
Mm.
Yeah.
or an empath.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about
Yeah.
the way that Burns' powers work. And so in my mind, it's like, because she's the Witch of Miracles, she can, without getting into full When They Cry spoilers, because I don't think that's necessary, she can overlap different versions of reality and sort of summon things from one reality as if they all happened at once. So that's how she was able to bring Erica to the island. Like, hey, what if she just happened to be wearing a life jacket? Like, what if it just so happened to be that she washed up ashore? And so that miraculous series of events becomes real. And so I imagine, like, she's also able to align the worst possible things from a variety of worlds, because even if it didn't actually happen that way, as long as there's more than a 0% chance of something happening, then Byrne can bring it into reality,
Yeah.
quote unquote. All right, well, let's jump topics then.
I really like the analogy that Battler gives of like shooting something in the mist, because that's stressful both for the person shooting, and they're probably thinking like, man, Beato is probably like smirking at me from through the mist. I can't even hit a single thing. And then Beato on the other side is like, holy shit, that was close.
Holy shit! I was
What's
like,
that one meme with
oh.
the person they don't know what button they're gonna press? It's that meme, but that's Beato on the other side of the mist. Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like the analogy of nothing can stop poison but poison for Lander and Burn.
Yeah, I love Toxic Yuri.
It's canon that it's
Oh, no.
toxic.
No shit. Have
what
you
else?
fucking been reading? Sorry, that's not mean.
I like that Erica's politicking, as well as being very like, it feels very gamey, like she's just taking control of the situation, even though like none of what she's saying is even relevant. I also like that it's basically
Exactly.
also an opportunity for Ryukishi to nerd out about closed rooms, to be like, hey, you guys know these closed rooms aren't real, right? Like in real life, you can, like, there are people who just have these like tools on hand that can unlock doors from the outside. I watched Technology Connections has a video about automatic door closers, and I recently rewatched that, and he recommended another video that's like basically a conference video by people who do white hat break-ins of like sensitive facilities. So like kind of the idea is like how secure is your like business if someone just decided to like break in, steal some shit, and then leave, and like would your security catch it? And they basically tried to like stress test that, and like and he was basically the reason that was recommended is because it's like he talks a lot about the fire code, which is what the automatic door closer stuff was about. But he showed videos of like all the tools they have to just open doors from the outside, and they're very fast and they're very efficient. It's quite scary, but I guess also quite cool.
Well, we're in Rokkenjima and a non-device X wouldn't work.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it could if it wasn't like supposed to be a fair mystery. Like, there's no reason why the culprit couldn't just like take one of those little devices in a suitcase. Like, it would fit in a suitcase.
Yeah, if you were trying to solve a real life mystery, you wouldn't be like, okay, so the culprit is only one of the people who I've met so far, because it wouldn't be a fair mystery if it had been some random person who just ran off and I've never met before.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of suspension of logic where like this stuff wouldn't apply in a real mystery if they were really there and talking about, oh, how'd you close this room? I don't know. Maybe they used some sort of thin thing that we don't see right now because the culprit got rid of it. What? There were no clues for that.
Oh God, didn't give him enough clues. I cannot hear real.
To bring it back to the chapter, like I like that the fact that this is like outside of that usual debate area, like Ryukishi just takes full advantage of that to be like, oh, like here's some other options about like closed rooms that I would never use in the actual story because they're like unfair. But it's just kind of like he's like taking the opportunity to just like info dump about like this cool thing that he loves.
Yeah.
Ryukishi in his closed room.
Yes.
I want to nerd out a little. I respect that.
He's gonna love dying and getting put in a coffin.
So
This is not a threat, Ryukishi. Not a threat.
For me, it will be if you don't finish phase 2. Sorry.
Yes, true. Well, honestly, regardless of whether or not, you know, it happens eventually.
What? Him dying?
Hopefully before phase 2 releases.
Yeah.
After. Sorry.
We all get murder mysteried eventually. Murder mysteried by death.
That's true. I'll meet y'all there then.
I thought it was interesting the way that like Dolinor's red longsword loses its power without Erika's detective authority. Almost, it's sort of like there is no basis for Nox if you can't have a detective, which at first didn't really make sense, but with the added context of you need some sort of basis. So when there was a detective's authority, you knew that Erika's perspective was reliable, that there would be no lies or misdirections. Whereas, so like if you can't rely on that, then you have no guarantee that there's going to be necessarily clues or that the clues are reliable. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So it's like the detective's authority and the Van Dyne's commandments are very tied together.
It's like this. It's like if Battler said, Erika, you have the mayor's authority. If there's only 3 people left at the end of the 3rd Twilight, you win the game. And then Erika's like, sweet, there's only 3 people left. And then Battler's like, actually, you're drunk. So it doesn't work.
I'm so sorry that I did that to you. Okay, will you ever forgive me?
No,
that was so fucked.
It's the funniest thing that's I've ever like in one of those games. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was dope.
Okay.
Somewhere in this part of this chunk, we went to another Featherine and Angie part where they talk about like the part where Angie could have like was like, hey, stakes of purgatory, just murder those bullies for me, why don't you? And the stakes are like, nah, not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So it's basically said right here that magic can only accomplish what you can do without magic. It's just repainting an event with a magical coat of paint. This
is something I like about Umineko, the way Ryukishi writes it, is like you kind of already understood that in EP4, but it wasn't said as explicitly. It really is like going over like multiple coats of paint. It's like every time he like paints it a little bit more, like now he's just being like, you know, now with the context that I've shown with the Witcher's side, like I might as well you know, go back and tie this off with a little bow.
Okay, on that topic, why were you reading Umineko with bubbles? I'm noticing how open Ryukishi is with these illusions. Like he keeps saying over and over again, it's all an illusion. It's all just a coat of paint. Like this shit did not happen. And yet, like I was fooled, but like now I'm seeing someone else be fooled. And like Bubbles is at the point where she understands that like Sakutaro, for example, is just Maria's imagination. Like she understands that about Sakutaro, but she still hasn't made the connection. Like she still hasn't extrapolated that to what's happening on the island. And every time Ryukishi brings it up again, it's so obvious to me. It's like, dude, how does everyone get fooled? It's like the 6th time in half an hour he mentions it.
6th or 7th. Yeah.
I definitely should have used the 6-7 GIF for the announcement of this episode.
True. Hold on.
In episode 3, it's even more clear where, like, we're talking about the cat box analogy, which turns into the brawn tube analogy. Basically, just every time you can't see something for yourself from a reliable perspective of somebody who survives and is also definitely not a culprit or, like, definitely not lying about it, then, like, you're just seeing it in a certain point of view. You're seeing someone else's interpretation of the brawn tube.
Have I ever mentioned I don't like the brawn tube analogy? It's
a bit silly, but why?
Why not?
We already have the cat box. The cat box explains it perfectly. I think the brawn tube is just so much more, like, confusing.
Fair.
I think
it's as confusing as more other nodes.
Because it's like, it's a quirk. Like, it's something that Battler picked up from Virgilia when Virgilia was trying to explain this false interpretation of what Schrödinger's cat is. And so, like, Battler just sort of picked up this simpler way to say the same thing. So every time they talk about the brawn tube analogy, they're just talking about the cat in the box. But it's just given a new coat of paint to explain it in a more practical sense of, like, hey, if you're trying to prove how TVs work, then both sides give their arguments, and then you don't know which is real until you look inside the television and see how it works.
It's a funny green man.
A funny green man.
Okay, do we have any other?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I actually quite like the brawn tube analogy, because unlike the cat box, the brawn tube analogy is about, like, a cool thing you could see that, like, without, like, prior knowledge, you wouldn't know how it worked. So, like, you're just seeing all these, like, pictures showing up on your TV, and you're like, wow, like, there must be some magic person, like, painting it on the inside. The brawn tube, what the brawn tube has that the cat box doesn't is, like, the brawn tube, like, there's 2 explanations, but one of them makes more sense than the other once you have all the information. Like, that's something I like about the brawn tube analogy. It pushes you towards, like, there will be an answer that fits like a key, and magic never fits like a key. It kind of just fits like a lump of glue that you've stuck in the key, in the keyhole. That's what I like about the brawn tube analogy. Whereas the cat box analogy, I think, starts to be used once it's more like, we have no idea what happened, and, like, it could be anything. Once we open the cat box, we'll know. But until we open the cat box, there's, like, a bajillion things that could have happened. And I feel like they're both quite useful for their own
I guess
specific ways.
You make a good point. You've convinced me. Congratulations.
Yay! Clap, clap.
I will no longer feel bothered whenever the story brings up the brawn tubes. Thank you. You feel
awesome.
I didn't think about it that way. Yeah. For other non-spoiler thoughts, do y'all mind if I rant about the fact that George Ushimiya doesn't understand game theory?
Okay, what's this about? Please explain it to me.
Okay, so the Lover's Game is not a fucking zero-sum game. It's just not. It's like, it never has been. They do the same shit in Danganronpa. A zero-sum game is a game where the winnings and the losings sum to 0. It's a game where the analogy he's trying to say is that for one person to win, the other person must lose. What a cutthroat game. But in a zero-sum game, that's different for multiple players. If the 4 of us were, like, playing a game and each of us were gambling $100, if I won, I'd gain $300 and each of you would lose $100. So that'd sum to 0. That's a zero-sum game. But in this game, it's like one of the pair of lovers wins, like, and they get to be together, and the other 2 lose and they don't get to be together. That's a sum of -1. That's not a zero-sum game. And this stupid character that I hate, and I love to hate, from Danganronpa, Celestia Ludenberg, I fucking hate her so much. She is, like, possibly the most failure of a writing in Danganronpa, and that's saying something. Which is that, like, she's a total dumbass. She has no idea what she's talking about. She's supposed to be the queen of liars, but her first and last scene in Danganronpa are her failing to lie to the main character, who's not even that smart. And so, like, she like in chapter 2, she's like, oh, this killing game is a zero-sum game, and I'm like, no, it's fucking not. There are 15 players, 14 of you lose your lives, one of you gets to keep it. That is so far from a zero-sum game. You have no idea what you're talking about. You are a gambler and you do not understand game theory. What the fuck? Anyways, that's all I have.
Thank you, Twan.
Maybe I can be the horse right there with it for you. What if their lives are worth less than 1 until? Yeah, I'm here to fix the game. Oh my god. What if their lives are worth less than a sum of 1, or like each sum up to a total of 1 because they're not currently free to love who they wish currently?
Okay.
So whoever wins gains a full 1 worth of life, but everyone else loses like 0.3 or 0.15 or whatever sums it up properly.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only way it'd work is if the number of people who don't get in a relationship is different from the number of people who do get into a relationship. But anyways, that can't possibly be the case.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I haven't played Danganronpa very much, but from what I understand, part of the challenge is, like, everyone's supposed to not kill anyone, but they all do because they want to get out of this, like, prison. You could argue that it's, like, zero-sum in the sense that, like, is a life in prison worth the same as a life free to do what you like?
So, like, is being, like, stuck in the school, like, 0, and then dying as a negative...
Yeah,
like one 13th, and then like so I guess if you did that, but the thing is, when you come to a value of a life, that's where like people keep like writing, oh, this is a zero-sum game when they're doing death games, and it's like it doesn't apply. You're not winning something quantifiable.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I agree.
That was an interesting discussion.
I think in this case it makes a bit more sense because what they're obviously gambling their lives. They're basically like, a life without love isn't worth living is like what they're like, kind of the conceit of this whole lovers duel, right? Like, they could all walk away, and then that would also, if 2 of the couples just went, fuck it, it's not worth it, then like that's still the zero-sum. They're still saying that's the zero-sum game, is you can give up your love. And so the sum of the love is 1.
They say that the price of like 1 love is worth the same as 2 unfulfilled loves. Yes, I love the sum of my fulfilled and unfulfilled love.
Yeah,
it all comes to 0.
I guess the mystery is like, why are 3 people's loves not summing up to 3? Why are they summing up to 1?
It's a mystery. Clap, 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 clap. So I keep referencing that bit from like 2 like episodes ago of the book club.
It's fine.
When you're like talking about how much you hate the Zepar and Furfuru's bit.
It's fine.
It wasn't there.
I called her Furfuru. Them Furfuru.
You've been about consistency since the first episode. You always open up with, and it's me, Punky. It's your bit.
Yes.
You're coherent. Congrats.
It's a bit.
I don't hate Zepar and Furfur. I love Zepar and Furfur, just for the record.
I love them.
But like I've always been on record saying, like, I know why people sometimes find them annoying. I think I found them annoying the first time I read. But like I guess I would say it's like people got annoyed by Jar Jar Binks, but imagine if Jar Jar Binks was like a massive payoff.
Come on, they're not that bad.
That's how I feel about Zepar and Furfur. They're annoying, but it's like annoying for a good cause.
I just like the way that Lurf envisions and mimics their voices as, I don't know, Zepar. It's a mystery. Clap, 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 clap.
A moment of silence for Lurf.
Anyways, any other non-spoiler thoughts?
Not really.
Ops got them. One of my friends really likes Zepar, actually. Like, they're kind of bad for them. It's funny.
Yeah.
Not at all.
There's a line in there that's like, Delanor looked at Erica in a slightly lonely way. It's just like they're queer baiting.
Yeah, I like that.
What else did I write down?
Let's
see. We talked about Bernkastel calls you Scum ASMR. We called about. Yeah. We talked about. Oh, I wrote. It was Battler's final seed. I don't know if I'm just a child, but that made me crack up for a little bit.
Oh, that was funny.
I like that when the big reveal, which is like, Battler, you idiot, you gave me duct tape, and then Lambda and Erica are like, yeah, we were just lying, and then Burn's like, I wasn't.
No kidding.
I was like, I was not capping. I was on.
Erica being like, wait, what?
Say you swear.
Yeah. And yeah, well, Erica just kind of, it says she ignores it, or she doesn't respond. Like, she was too caught up in the moment, seemingly too caught up in the moment to respond to that. But I feel like she did hear that.
It would have been funnier if it just like pans to her like with the sweat, like what?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, Erika and Bernard like Will Blood thinks she's part of the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think she's part of the team.
Oh, it's there's a cute callback to Small Bombs as well in this.
Yeah, she says like Chick Beatrice says like that was my favorite part when you said that. That was so real.
Yeah. And
That was my
and
favorite
Battler is
bit.
like really embarrassed. Battler's like embarrassed. He's like, please forget that ever happened.
No. We'll make it a meme in the community.
It is.
Okay, should we get into spoilers?
Sure, but I just wanted to say I put out a post announcing that we were going to record this, and Aishin said, "Yay, more book club! Can't wait for more of my favorite podcast." Which, thank you very much. Thank you for your patience.
Yay, thank you.
That's why I had to go to profile picture like from Yu-Gi-Oh. I respect that. Go to taste.
Of course they got tastes. They're watching us. They're people with good tastes.
Yeah, we're their
Exactly.
favorite
People with good
podcast.
taste.
You kidding?
People with good taste.
People with good taste.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
Okay. If you haven't finished, peek. We're sorry. Keep going. You're almost there, kid. We'll see you on the next book club. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Yay. Bye bye. Have a good one.
Crash.
See y'all.
Well, welcome to the spoiler talk. I have quite a bit of things I want to throw onto the discussing board, onto the table, onto the chopping board. Let's go. So, I may be misremembering what's going to happen in the future, but if I do remember correctly, Erika's going to go around killing everyone just to make sure the victims who claim they are dead are truly dead. Right?
Yeah.
Very funny.
Go to Sigma
So,
Grind
like,
set.
I think she has already done this. I think the thing she's going to do retroactively is apply the
this,
seal.
Yeah. My thing is, there's a red truth that says the victims did not die by any means other than homicide. And yeah, I know Erika retroactively does this, but then it's also after Butler gives her this red, so it still works. But I think
It works because there's no victims.
Because
Yeah.
Battler thinks they haven't died at all.
Erika still hasn't killed them retroactively. So of course it works, but I think
She might have by that point. I can't actually recall.
retroactively.
I think like Butler
Yeah,
allowed her to
kill
like
them.
retroactively put seals
No,
on there, and that's when she killed
No,
them. Like,
well, I mean,
don't
like,
know, though.
because I think pretty sure in this chunk we hear about how Erika goes around to everybody and checks it, which should be a huge hint because she does not have 100% capabilities. Therefore, it's as much as a zero. Her reliability as an investigator without the detective's authority.
I mean-
So that's the point at which she like cuts them to
Yes.
death.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change much, I think, but still, I like it
Yeah.
either way.
No, I know. All I want to say is, I know this red is given before Erika is allowed to retroactively kill them, so of course it works.
Works
But I
either
think
way.
it is still relevant when discussing what actually happened in the episode, because why is Butler able to say the victims died basically if no one is actually dead, if they're just playing corpses?
He says the victims are
He actually says they didn't die. He says they didn't die by any means other than
Yeah, he says the
homicide.
victims have
So
been killed by
basically
homicide.
saying they haven't killed themselves, they haven't died in an accident, but he doesn't say whether or not they've died.
Yes.
Okay, that's true. That's
He
true.
also doesn't say whether or not they're victims. Like, victims might just
Yeah.
mean someone who dies later on. Like, it doesn't have to mean
Yeah,
anyone right
I
now.
came up with a very convoluted explanation. That's better. I was gonna say, like, well, for the purposes of this game, they are victims. They are dead. They are corpses within the context of the game they are playing. But I mean, yours is a great way to circumvent this. It's better than what I came up with.
Yeah, if Battler had tried to say in red that Kyrie is alive, at this point, then he would have like choked. He would have been unable to say it like in episode 4.
Probably.
Wouldn't it have been interesting if he'd tried to say something that he couldn't say because Erica had killed all of the victims and he didn't know? Like,
That'd be funny.
I'd have to think what that would be. But it would be something like the status of the victims did not change after they were discovered by Kraus and Rudolph's gang. And if he couldn't say that because Erica killed them, the reason I think Erica definitely has already done that is because of the way she plays the requests for red repetition. I'm pretty sure Delanor was gonna go, okay, can you repeat these? These people are dead. These people are dead. And Erica's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Like, I got this.
Yeah, about that. That's something we should discuss. Like, how does it actually work? Because Butler is the game master, supposedly he knows what happens in the game board, he fucking writes it. But then also Erika is able to do things that he isn't aware of.
Yeah.
But that does all this on purpose, by the way. Like, but that does all this on purpose, in my opinion.
No, because
like, which is why we reveal at the end. But it's like
I don't buy
he planned
it.
everything for this for Chick
no. That's so many steps in between.
It does feel
That's
like, but like,
too many variables.
I've definitely recall that we've had this discussion before.
yeah, I was there, so you're gonna hear my opinion on it. My opinion,
Go for it.
Butler is fucking Omega Brain. He goes like, I'm gonna bait Erica to like setting up this trap for me so Chick Beato can come back and I can have my wife back. I don't know. That's my opinion.
I don't like that theory. I think that is not good for Battler character wise, and it doesn't make sense for him. I think that Battler is just canonically less smart than Beatrice, and Beatrice might not have fallen for this trick, but I don't think Battler is sitting there thinking, yes, the person who I thought this entire time would be claiming to be the detective is going to run around and kill everyone. I think he totally thinks it's in character for Byrne and Erica to make up this weird restriction for themselves, and he isn't planning on losing anything. I agree with the interpretation that maybe when he gets trapped in a logic error, he's intentionally he's not like revealing the canon trick because that'd reveal too much and it's not his trick to reveal. I could buy that. It's more meaningful to me if he just legitimately is getting confused and he needs somebody with the real experience of the locked rooms to save him. But I could buy that he could escape.
Actually, I think I agree with that. He maybe didn't foresee Erica just fucking murking them. Maybe he just like he got himself into the fucking pickle, but like he didn't immediately just go actually I have Kanon save me and he will do this because funny. He can't explain it, but like you won't understand it. He just has like Chickba to save him instead. He just waits for her to realize it, I guess, and that's how he gets away in the end. I just feel like his reaction, like right at the end, where he goes like when they said the very last red truth and shoot Erica to death. I just really like in hindsight with like his smug ass expression that he planned some of it, maybe not all of it, but some of it.
I don't think he planned all of it from the start. I think both sides did plan some bits, but not from the start. Like they planned things as things went along. Like I don't think Bern was I don't think Bern gave Erica the handicap expecting Butler to let them retroactively alter their moves. Like I think she really did just basically ground Erica with the handicap, and then she saw an opportunity to exploit Butler, and I don't think she expected Butler to allow them to retroactively alter what they did, but I do think that at that specific point in the story, she did think that she could play into Butler's compassion and get him to like go easy in one way or another. The same way, I don't think Butler planned all of this. Like Butler's plan is to write this game, prove that he can write a game with the same hidden trick to prove that he does understand Beato, and then after this game finishes, he can basically just close it and be done with it and be with Beato.
He had a line here at the end, at one point, but he was like, after this is done, he wants to like close the game board and then take Beato out of it with him, which I like on a meta level. Like I don't really know what he like. Do you think he meant like on a very meta level? I mean, like in real life, like how would that look like? How would he like save Beato out of it? Because in my opinion, it would be like
I equals Y.
No.
Yeah, I
Shut up.
don't.
He concludes the game and he carries Beato's memory with him.
Yeah, that's a good
afterwards.
idea to think about, actually.
Yeah.
Writes other fan fictions about not murder.
Yeah.
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 Happy fanfic.
Okay, here's my take on the whole planned unplanned thing. I feel like EP6 as a game narrative doesn't make sense. I feel like if you tried to make Umineko the TTRPG, oh my god, what a nightmare for the DM. Like if I'm the DM, right, and I'm like, hey, here's the way I'm gonna play this like dungeon of D&D, right? I'm just gonna like narrate everything that happens, but you can just retroactively say, oh, actually, what I did was I planted a bomb next to that door. Like, honestly, actually, now that I'm talking about it, that kind of sounds kind of fun. Like, if you just but it's a nightmare because like you've run this whole dungeon as though like this one monster is still alive. And then, like, later on, the players are like, oh, can I retroactively go fight that monster? And then, like, let's say it's like an imp that's in a control room pulling levers. So all this shit that's already happened can only work because they didn't go and kill that imp first. So you're like, that's already a logic error. Like, it's going to be really hard if we try to take this seriously as, like, a game that organically evolved. Okay, and here's my other point to this. What the fuck is Battler's plan? Because he clearly made this game thinking that Erica would take the detective's authority, but he's also decided to do a first Twilight where all Erica has to do, you don't need the detective's authority to do this, by the way, you can do this at home, you learn this in first aid, you take your knuckles and you go to their collarbone and you like rub really hard with your knuckles like a saw on their collarbone, and that really hurts. And that's what you're supposed to do if someone's like unconscious or like just lying down and not responding. If you do that and they respond, that means that there's like they're in a state between like fully unconscious, which is really bad, and like fully awake, which is really good. So you're basically supposed to like check responsiveness, like is like the second thing you do in first aid. And all Erica has to do is that, and then what? Like, what mystery has happened? Like, where is Battler going to take it from here? Did he plan that like the first thing that happens is this like fake mystery, and then Erica immediately sees through it? Is there more after this? Like, was he going to draw Erica away and then kill all of the? But that doesn't happen. Like, he can't change what happens because Erica didn't take. It doesn't make sense.
This is vibes. They're just going off of vibe.
Like this is why I want to put EP6 on trial. On the other hand, it makes perfect sense if it's just like if it's not meant to make sense and it's just like, you know, you're supposed to understand this as like a layer of fiction under which there's like, you know, the metatextual narrative underneath is all you're supposed to look at.
Butler had belief and love that everything would turn out well.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine. Maybe Battler's just incompetent.
I mean, that was said in red. So like you can't deny that.
It's true, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, actually, that is said in red.
Butler is supposed to be like, okay, yeah, everyone is alive, but like Butler is supposed to be the fake corpse, right?
Well, they're all supposed to be alive.
Yeah. They're all fake corpses, but like I can't murk them because she was being quirky.
I know, but like within the story that Butler is trying to tell, he is the one that's supposed to be actually alive, right?
No, all of them.
No, all of them are.
They're all.
They're just
alive.
like let's play a prank on Erica. Like she's kind of a bitch. Let's just prank.
Yeah,
W prank. We're gonna ruin our windows. We're gonna break all our windows. We're gonna break the door. W prank.
Yeah. In response to the TTRPG thing, I think that just like if you were gonna do something like Umineko, but in real life, you couldn't give people control over their own pieces, because if they know that's a mystery, they're just gonna do what Erica does and like crawl around on the outside of windows, sealing things with duct tape and like listening in on people while they sleep. And you can't have that in a murder mystery. Yeah. But like, I mean, that'd be an interesting writing challenge. But in a TTRPG, if you were going to do this, you'd have to have people be in control of their like meta selves and able to argue, and then you have their pieces act in a way that's not out of character for them. But to have them be able to decide like, hey, I'm going to go into this room, and retroactively or not, to have them go into a room and like saw their fucking heads off. So it's like, hey, perfect corpse examination. Now I know they're dead.
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous.
Well, like, okay, Here's another point, right? Imagine if the character that you were gonna like, let's say it's not a complete like Battler's thing is just like they're playing a prank, right? But let's say it's a more conventional one, right? Sayo is the one killing everyone, and everyone is a real death except Sayo. But then Erika goes through and does the same thing. She saws Sayo's head off, and then like Beato's like keeps going with the murder mystery. People keep dying, and then Erika's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I killed the culprit like in the first Twilight." Like that's a logic error. Like you can't let someone do that. You just instantly lose to like game mechanics.
Yeah, maybe Beatrice's game had like a firewall, and Battler doesn't know how to like protect his like game script.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like this is the moment where like Battler lost control of the game. It's just like letting the word retroactively feature anywhere in the game. Like I would have just said like no, like there's like a bunch more Twilights, just use them on that. Like,
a lot of Erika could be solved if you could just tell her no. No, that doesn't happen.
That is a really interesting discussion to have. Like I was gonna ask the same thing. Like, what was the story supposed to be here? What? Because even the chain, they. Oh my god, I cannot understand this. Both Bern and Wemde keep glazing Butler's closed rooms for not needing a. For being what's the master key proof, but then they also bring special attention to the room where Butler was in, which didn't even have a chain lock. Like it was just open. Like it didn't have a chain lock.
I think it did have a chain lock though, right?
No, it didn't.
I thought
didn't they
did.
have to cut it open?
Butler's didn't. Like the screw. Like I'm gonna fetch that specific bit.
Well, then how does he get locked in later if there's no chain lock? Isn't it a whole thing about like the chain needs to be set?
The door is simply locked. That's just it. The door is just locked.
But what about later? There is a chain lock in there, even if it's not used yet, right? The chain is set. That was written on the wall in red, in blood. I mean.
Let me find it. Okay, never mind. What the fuck? I was just remembering. Yeah, it does have a chain. Then okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck were they talking about later?
I think they were talking about the fact that the parlor is the only one without a chain lock, and they were saying actually, honestly, the hat stand is probably pretty close.
It has a coat hanger, basically serving the same purpose.
Yes, that was the parlor. That's where Maria and Rosa are.
Yeah, I think it was a hat stand. So like they turned the hat stand upside down and used it to barricade from the inside. So it's which is like kind of similar to like it's be pretty hard to do that and also escape the room without breaking anything. I do find it funny that like they do all that glazing and then like Lambda's like, oh, so I guess they all faked their deaths and locked the door from the inside. Oh, did I get it? I'm a super detective. I took here. I'll put the screenshot.
I mean, if you've been alive for 10 billion trillion years and like you had like a chance for like a Game Boy, I would also glaze the fuck out of anyone in that just so they continue. I don't know. I'd be bored as shit. Like doing anything else.
I'm like a super detective.
Glazing the DM is optimal. Yeah.
So true.
I love Lambda. Like
yes, she always says shit like that.
Like she's like obviously like she's obviously cracked it, but she's just pretending to be like a bit ditzy. I love that about her. Like every time anyone like what's the word underestimates her, she always like makes them pay for it.
That's why she speaks.
Okay, here's how I can explain Butler's reasoning, taking into account that Erika would have the detective's authority and still using fake corpses like she wouldn't notice. Even if they are fake corpses, even if this is all a play set up for the funny guest to feel entertained, as long as a fake corpse does not start walking around until the end of the game, it still feels the same purpose of a regular corpse, right? So like even if the person is alive, if during the whole duration of the game they're dead, they would be counted as dead.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
I just immediately know that they're dead though. That they're alive though.
Yes,
because she has detective's authority.
Detective's
like,
authority works within the context of a mystery game. So like if this piece, even though it is alive, if this performer is performing the role of a corpse and stays performing the role of a corpse until the end of the game, it is playing a corpse the entire duration of a game. So for the purposes of the mystery, it is a real corpse, right?
I get what you're saying.
Okay, but you just say they locked the door by themselves. Like okay, W.
No. We're not. Like the culprits cut the chain lock, killed them, and then pretended they only cut the chain when they were discovering the corpse.
Yeah, but that's why it was confirmed that nobody in Krause's group was the murderer.
Am I confusing something? I thought like the victims can just set the chains themselves if they're alive and like lock the door themselves.
God, we're gonna have to think about this.
This is like episode 6 more complicated than I thought.
Never stop thinking. It is. What was Butler thinking about?
It could be that Battler's intended EP6 was it starts with this fake murder, which Erica sees through immediately, but that automatically, like, I keep thinking like what he intended was for the guest house to be the real first Twilight, but I don't think that would work because that doesn't happen. There needs to be a way to communicate between them. Although I suppose he does send Goda back.
Maybe he would do something like episode 8 where it's all like good and fun. Like he gives her an actual mystery where he's like none of the people who pretend victims set the chain by themselves or something, and then he like tries to do some like mystery like that.
Okay.
I see him doing something like that. That could be fun.
Maybe he intended Erica to find the fake corpses and be like, oh, okay, false alarm, and rush back to the guest house, and then the 6 fake victims suddenly get murdered and like back into a closed room loop.
That's what I was gonna say.
The trouble is that, like, we'll never know.
Butler wanted to troll Erica.
It would be cool, though.
Yeah, W trolling.
I think that may be it, actually.
Eka Dandeo Atuladeo or whatever that fucking video is.
Yeah.
W video.
I don't know. I still kind of feel like the game board side of Umineko is like quite underdeveloped sometimes, and like I think EP6, it still doesn't feel right to me. Like it still doesn't feel like a rational game played between 2 players with agency. Sometimes it does just feel like it happened this way because that's how I said it happened. Like why didn't Erica open the wardrobe? She didn't want to. Like she just decided not to. She thought it was funny.
Like in hindsight, you could say all of that, but like, that's the thing with Umineko. Like once you give like anyone even an ounce of urgency, like it would immediately all fall apart. That's the thing. It's like it's like when you watch a let's play of like a fucking like someone watching like playing like a fucking I don't know point and click mystery game, and you immediately know all the answers. You just go back and watch the original. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Do that, but like you can't make it do that.
I mean, that's what Erica does. Is that she goes around collecting all the duct tape. She she dresses up in swimsuits and goes out in the hurricane, and then she presses her ear up against a wall for a whole night. To go back a little bit to what we were talking about with Erica giving up the detective's authority and the fact that that was Byrne's choice, not hers. It does sort of imply that even though Erica is acting all upset to trick Battler, the fact that Erica is stated not to have abandoned the detective's proclamation of her own will in the narration implies that her murdering of the first Twilight victims is something that Bernkastel forced her to do.
Oh, yeah.
I think the narration can lie sometimes, honestly. I don't think it's 100% true.
Yeah, but I don't think that she did give up the detective's authority of her own free will. I don't think that... I mean, like, I'm not saying she wouldn't murder everyone.
Maybe she got the idea from Byrne. Like, and she was just like, okay, fine, that sounds funny.
But there's probably an angle here where, like, you could view Erica in a sympathetic, like, oh no, she's not a murderer. She's just being forced into the situation by her occult patron.
She was not forced. She was happy as hell doing that shit.
Yeah. I just generally assume that Erica only has free will when it doesn't matter. So she only gets free will when it's like there's nothing to do, so she's just chatting with Dolanor. I think that's the only time that like real Erica even has a chance to poke through. The rest of the time she's just a puppet, I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting.
Or at least that's how I generally assume she is.
Oh, well, she's funny, yeah. Like her.
I think that she has more agency than that, but I think that like more like mundanely she's being controlled by Bernkastel in this situation, because I think this is a very Byrne plan, not a very Erica plan.
It is, yeah. No, I think it would offend.
I think she's always controlled by Byrne though. Like as a piece, probably on the Game Boy, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like this whole plan would offend Erica like extremely if it wasn't like specifically Byrne that's like told her to do it. Mm-hmm. She was probably like told the plan, and she was like, "Oh, master, what an amazing plan!" But like, if anyone else had like told her to do that, she would have been like, "That is the most offensive thing you could possibly have told me. I am a detective."
No, like look at how happy she's later in that one scene, but she's like, wait.
Yeah, but I think she's just having a victory lap.
I don't know.
She likes winning.
I feel like she was happy as hell, just fucking killing people.
That's true.
Like it doesn't matter to her as long as she's winning. Like she's like, I don't go fuck, kill that child.
You're probably right. Yeah.
That is the ultimate truth of Erica. All she wants is to like learn the truth and shove it in people's faces. She doesn't actually care.
She don't give a fuck about like detective pride or dignity or whatever.
I don't even know if she cares about the truth.
She doesn't. Have you read EP5?
No, she don't give a fuck.
She does not.
She doesn't learn the truth at all. Like only Only in the episode 8 manga, which was shit. It was not canon.
EP5 as well. She wasn't like, she didn't care about the truth. She just like, yeah, Natsumi did it. I don't know.
Okay, EP5 was kind of fucked up for her though. Like that one policy scene, that was fucked up.
The what scene?
Because like from our perspective, like that one policy scene where Kanon and Shannon are together, like in episode 5.
Oh yeah, 'cause that was weird.
Yeah.
In our narration, that scene just doesn't make any sense. But like in her, like in the manga, Rikishi said Erika was told that Kanon was preparing some shit.
I think that is the one plot hole in Umineko that you can like mental gymnastics yourself into saying, oh, when she was looking into one place of the room, Shannon was there, and then when she turned around, it was Kanon because Shannon went out, and then it is. I will admit that is the one.
No, that scene is kind of shit. Honestly, the one scene I don't really like.
Even if it's like 11:59 p.m. and like the bomb's about to go off, she does have the detective's authority, so she shouldn't be like gold butterflying it up an illusion.
Yeah. She can't see that. It was like before the murders too, I think. Like right after she arrived.
Unless Sayo is just the master of the quick change. Like Erika looks around, quick change.
Unless too. I think this is what we brought up at the time. And the answer that I was satisfied with is that Kanon and Shannon are actually the same person in EP5. Are actually two different people in EP5. Because it's Lambda writing the story, and it's a story without love.
Nah, that's stupid.
No.
Nah, sorry, that's bullshit. That
doesn't work.
That's complete bullshit.
Lambda knows what she's doing.
Yeah, Lambda would not do that. Come on, bro.
This one was made up by a writer.
Yeah.
That's an interesting theory, but like maybe from an angle of like looking at it like in episode 7, where like Leon and Leon and it can be in the same place as Canon, but not in the same place as Canon and Shannon. Where like if they're two different versions of the character from different worlds, but episode 7 is its own situation.
A different universe person. Yeah, that's a whole different weird situation where like Kinzo's still alive and like the chapel.
Yeah, because that's all Burn's powers. That's all Burn like meshing it all together. So why is Lambda able to depict like Shannon and Canon in the same room?
She just kind of fucked up. That's just Rikishi kind of fucked up, let's be honest.
It'd be so funny if like he didn't even need to draw attention to it. Like he just like had only one of them show up in that scene. Like he said in the narration, like, everybody is here, and then like flashes through, everyone has something to say, but then Kennen just inconspicuously has nothing to say the entire time.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better.
I don't think either of them do. I don't think either of them do speak.
No, I think they both talk actually.
Oh, they do.
I mean,
oh jeez.
I thought they did both. At least one of them did.
Whatever. We've covered this before.
Yeah, we're doubling back up on ourselves.
Whatever. This is episode 5.
People can choose their favorite mental gymnastics for this scene. There's a couple of them. I was gonna still on the topic of how this whole retroactive thing works. Dwanner says that Butler will be notified as soon as these changes affect the progression of the game. That's what she says. And yet Butler is still surprised by the murders. So I think when they say as soon as the changes affect the progression of the game, they don't mean as soon as they change something in the game. They mean as soon as something we have changed in the game affects whatever topic we're currently discussing.
Yeah, like as soon as you allow that, you are just basically saying like you can create a logic error whenever you want.
Yeah, he dug his own grave. It's so obvious. It was gonna be like backfiring.
If Bettler assumes that 6 characters are alive, all you have to do to get a logic error is wait until he does something that requires those 6 people to be alive, and then say that you killed them. Like that's the world's easiest logic error, and like Erika just kind of brought it home with like the duct tape and everything. But like I would be so annoyed as a DM if someone did that.
Yeah, I think that nothing is retroactive about Erika murdering these people.
Yeah.
That happens the moment that she goes around with Doldenor and murders them. She just doesn't say, "Oh, I murder them." She says, "Oh, I examine the corpses and to verify whether or not they're dead." And that's supposed to mean, oh, I killed them.
I don't like that because she's very disheartened when she's doing that in the narrative. And also because this is still the portion that Butler wrote. I prefer to think she killed them retroactively because Butler doesn't seem to have gone back to check what she did. Like, Butler seems to accept that whatever she does retroactively is him leveling the playing field.
No, but I think that's the conceit of episode 6, is that first, like, he explicitly gives permission. Hey, I'm giving you these duct tape, these 3 duct tape. You can retroactively use them. That's what he says specifically. You can even use these to go back and say you duct taped a room in the past. I'll even allow that. But there's nothing about the retroactivity of anything else. That's what she has permission to do. And so I think that it's just, we have to accept that Battler does not have control of Peace Erica whatsoever.
No, I think I can agree with that, because they were playing his ass, and then once he left, they started giggling at him. So I can believe that her downer attitude in the game board was also like a meta play.
W meta play.
What else?
I think one thing Erica does do well is she does play it well so that like she doesn't give him any hint that this is gonna like go down until like it's literally too late. Because like if I'd gotten like a whiff of those kinds of shenanigans and I was the DM, I'd be like, oh, you're gonna play it that way, and then like when she goes to like check the duct tape seals, I would just have them be like gone, and then Kumasawa's like, oh yeah, I saw those, I cleaned them up.
Yes.
Like here they are, and she just has like a bin full of duct tape, and I'll be like, yeah, suck it, Erica, like trying to derail my game.
Yeah. I love that. The fact that the seals don't actually prove anything. Like, you could just have them removed for any purpose. All they prove is that they haven't been removed. Like, so if they're gone, you don't know when or where.
Yeah, that's true, but the narrative does say that they were still there. That's why they work.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Erica did play this well, that she didn't let on anything until it was too late. Like, Battler had to, like, if she'd gotten to the seals and Battler was like, yeah, they're torn, that would mean nothing. Like, there'd be hardly any benefit from that.
But if you were to do that, if you were to tear apart the seals in the narrative, then why even go through the trouble of allowing Erica to set them up? Like, he wouldn't have them torn because
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because Horsepride doesn't have a heart like Battler's. Horsepride's like, nah, I tear that shit down. No way, Jose.
I think we made this joke last episode that's like what if she was duct taping like Goda's like room, and then he just opens it, goes like, oh yeah, by the way, and like tears all the seals just to redo them all again.
And he keeps opening like one more thing until she's out of duct tape.
Yeah,
I do remember that now.
You duct tape everyone's room and they all get up for like a glass of water sometime in the middle of the night, so there's like no information.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the retroactively being able to kill, like, well, not I don't think it's retroactive. I think she just killed everyone, but somehow wasn't able to not tell Battler explicitly that's what she was doing. Like, that wouldn't work in a real TTRPG version of, or I say TTRPG, it's really more of a like tabletop game, I suppose, a board game. But like that version wouldn't work in that version of the game. If you did that to me in a D&D game, I'd be like, no, you didn't. Like, because you didn't say you were doing it.
Okay, I have another proposition for what Butler's idea for this game was. Because like, he does write shit on the fly on this episode. That's why he gets also stuck in the logic error. He changes the rules of the game midway through. Okay, what if we were to believe that upon knowing that Erica wasn't doing the detective bit, he decided to have fake corpses. Like, he decided that on the fly. And then, I know he keeps pushing for Erica to make a detective's proclamation, but then if she does do that, he would just simply alter the story again. There is precedent to him altering the story on the fly. He does that like once in the story we read, and then if we're to believe this thing I'm proposing, he would do it twice. Like, he already does it once.
I mean,
by the end, we do have confirmation that all of the people that Erica killed were probably alive, right? Like, I'm pretty sure
they
she
were
just
alive.
says like,
well, Erica said that in red. Yeah.
Yeah, she said like, oh yeah, they were alive.
They were very
like,
much alive when I killed them. Before I killed them.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, it would be interesting if like actually they were dead all along and Erica just didn't believe that, so she like killed them. Everyone pretended to be horrified, but like it was all part of Battler's master plan. He was like, nah, they were dead anyway. I already had a plan for the logic error.
That'd be fun.
But nah, that would be funny. But Battler's not that kind of player.
I'm trying to defend EP6, man. I cannot live with EP6 not making sense.
Yeah, episode 6 is... I don't think it doesn't make sense. It's just that everyone's like, what they think they're gonna do, like, changes so fucking frequently from each other. Like, I feel like you can't really say, like, someone planned this from the beginning. They planned this from the beginning. I feel like it changes like with every fucking decision
God.
like everyone else makes.
You've gone full
It's
circle.
really like dynamic.
You've gone from believing it was all planned to now defending it cannot have been all planned because it changes so frequently. Character progression.
I mean, yeah. I looked a bit more at like fucking Butler being like someone else can save me before Erica fucking like traps me in this logic error. And I don't know. I do still feel like he's just like playing it up for fucking for the funny or something. So Chick Beatrice can like realize like can log in and be like hey actually I'm Beatrice and they become one again. But like it's hard. Like I don't know at which point like he decides to do that. Like I don't know if it's right from the start. I don't know if it's from like when he realizes like Erica is fucking going crazy, like not using the detective proclamation. I don't know.
I think it might be like a more empathetic version is that like it never once occurred to him that he should do something that would so obviously reveal the Chicanetress.
I mean, he does kind of reveal it at the end very easily, though, because like the final white truth is very much on the nose. Like that was the moment when I immediately realized, like, what? Shannon kind of the same.
This
person.
is why I wish Lerf was here, because that's the thing is that it's not Battler doesn't have to be the one to expose his trans girlfriend. That's her responsibility to decide whether or not to do that. So once she comes and rescues him, that's when he literally says, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah."
I like how in the pachinko, like he has a really nasty expression, like right after they shoot her. He's like, that's such a nasty trick to pull. Like, did you really want to? And like Beatrice then responds like, no, it's a beautiful truth. Only those with love will be able to see it. I think he says that. They said that in the tea party too. I don't know actually. I just remember it from the pachinko.
Well, we need to get to that part to be sure.
Yeah, I just remember that shit from the pachinko. Pachinko had some good scenes. It was funny. The sprites were kind of shit though.
I just realized we're like getting to 2 hours.
Yeah, we should close up soon.
And I still have things I want to talk about.
Oh,
No.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I have a bit of time.
Well, this one's like Pokey. You mentioned before the thing that you were going to talk about the game theory stuff. I thought you were going to talk about this, which is that they say that the game is complete. Like the love duel is going to be completely even on a completely purely even footing. And like, I just don't think that's true. I don't think George and Jessica had a chance compared to Battler. Like that, like as soon as Battler entered the equation, it was like, all right, I'm gonna kill everyone, or Battler's gonna save me. I feel like that's pretty much like that was the 70%, and then the remaining 30% is like, okay, maybe these other two will like pull finger and. Like,
I think they meant it more
out.
so in that context, like in this specific game, like in the specific like the second round, because I think they specifically said only in the second round were they all equal. I don't know if they said that like pertaining to how they were before. I don't know though.
Yeah, but I mean, who wins in the end, right? Like,
how I interpreted it. I mean,
in
the end, like Shannon wins.
Yeah, George wins.
Chick just fucking dies. Yeah, fucked up.
well, they win the duel, but
The worst
then like,
one.
but then like Battler and Beatrice like win at the end, right? Batter revives.
Yeah, no,
saves Battler from
because then George and Shannon get married. Then
I mean, yeah, but on a meta level, not like in the Bang Game Boy.
they get to be wed, and then Jessica and Cannon get to be a couple, so they all win.
Because on the Game Boy like side, I mean, on the Game Boy only George wins because like Shannon kills off her canon personality and decides to live with George, so she can't like still hold on to the Beatrice hope that like Butler would be like I've comforted you on the white horse, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it was meant like in universe. Like that's why Shannon like George technically won in universe, like in the Game Boy.
It's also like it's supposed to be even, and yet like Jessica has never ever had a chance. I always feel bad for Jessica.
Yeah, she gets so dogged on. She's the goat.
She gets like I'm sure like Canon, like I'm not doubting Canon's feelings for Jessica, but at the same time I feel like they're joking if they say like it's really like 50-50 between those two, or 33 between all three of them.
I mean, love doesn't have to be like how long love. I feel like
love does not sum to 0.
Yeah, it sums to 1.
I mean, all love is different. Like it doesn't have to have different values, I guess. Even though they did kind of give it a value, that was weird. I don't know.
Whatever the value is, yeah, apparently it sums to 0.
$7.
My love for you equals MC squared.
Yeah,
That's actually energy.
So yeah, I thought Pokey, I thought you were going to talk about like what the game theory of this looks like, because like also they say a lot about like, and this is like where George's input is And like I feel like he says a lot about like, oh, like I guess no one would want to attack because like they'd get ganged up on by the third couple. But like I don't know that that's true. I feel like
it's less that they would get ganged up on. It's that if you don't like if you attack first, like you don't get the choice to gang up with someone else.
If you attack first, then you've already decided
you have
to be.
The most optimal play is like to wait for someone else to attack the other one, so you can join like either one person. Like it doesn't matter if they're the one attacking or not.
If you attack, like let's say you attack first. Like, let's say every attack is like a one person versus one person, and you like flip a coin, and whoever gets heads win. Or like
that wouldn't. It would be more optimal to like go 2 versus 1 though. They also said this, I think.
That's true.
Like the attack would be like 2v1, but then the other person's partner would immediately help them, and then it'd be back to like where we started.
And then it'd be 2v2, and then it'd be back to like what is the third? And like I feel like from the game theory perspective, like a 2v2 would end up like most likely a loss of one person on each side, which also, I mean, here's another point.
That's also a loss.
If like Jessica and Shannon died because those two couples fought each other, would Battler and like Beato just win? Like,
good question.
I think that means they would win.
Furfur and Zerpar.
George and Connor would get together first.
It's a mystery. Okay, I'll stop that. I guess the point is that we're in like a metaphorical realm within the metaphorical realm where like dying is just equivalent to failing to bring your love to fruition, because when
not enough ways.
Because when Battler and Beatrice lose, that's when Battler gets trapped in the logic error. So that's tied to meta Battler. And then when Shannon wins the duel versus Canon, that equates to the illusion of Canon like fading inside the room. So that's like the magic explanation of what happens in the game board. So I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I lost the thread.
Fair, that's how it is mostly. We lost the plot.
Yeah, I get confused with this kind of game theory stuff as well. Like, that's why I thought the Pirates dilemma was going to come up. But...
I have to get MatPat on this.
To touch on the zero-sum game one more time, it is possible that Ryukishi is actually a genius, and he's saying that, okay, George and Jessica, Battler and Jessica lose, that's -2, and then Sayo and George win, that's +2. So is that the zero-sum game? But I'm pretty sure George is just talking about the fact that, like, for one person to gain, the other person has to lose, which does not apply to the 3-way game.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Yeah,
I don't think Jessica or George knew that in the meta world. That Sayo was like multiple.
Well, actually, that's interesting.
That they all wanted the same, like, real person.
I think there is possibly an angle where you could say that this duel is, okay, now every side knows the truth, and we're going to do something about it.
I mean, Checkbattle clearly didn't.
Yeah, that is true. Sayo be like, I kept this secret so good that 1/3 of myself doesn't even realize the secret.
Is Jeopardy a zero-sum game? Because like there's external money, like so like someone wins money and the other two just go home with nothing. Is that zero-sum? I guess not.
No.
But people would call it a zero-sum.
Entire universe is technically a zero-sum because like energy gets lost, and actually energy doesn't get lost.
I think no.
Pokey, you know what you should do? You should do like that one gimmick account on Twitter that's called "Is this a 3D model?" and then they just comment on everyone's 3D model saying yes. You should do the same, but for zero-sum game. Is this a zero-sum game?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Horsefight?
I have one more thing. How does it work from a game master's perspective? Like let's say you're the game master, you've made a game, and then your player says, I wish to refuse the detective's authority. Because, like, Battler never, like, claimed or refused the detective's authority. I think Beato just went...
He didn't even know it existed.
Battler's very much not the detective in episode 5 and 6. Like, this is none. He is in episode 1 to 4. I mean, there's Eric in episode 5, actually. Never mind.
Butler doesn't know he has it. I think that's the thing.
Episode 1 to 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Beato Query wrote a fair mystery that does respect the Nox rules, and Van Dyne's 20 rules as well, within the leeway that even the motherfucker, what was he called, Will, even Will gives some leeway. to Van Dyne. So Beato does write it within those rules to make it fair. Beato does write Butler as a detective, even though he does not know the set of rules that comes with being a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what would Beato do if Battler suddenly decided that he's not going to be the detective? Like, what if he found that out and said, this game, just so you know, I'm not going to be... And like, sprung this on her at the last sec. So, like, she's already, like, made this thing.
That is interesting.
What's it called? Like, it wouldn't be good for him, I
Well,
think.
no, it's not. It's not...
Like, it would just be hard mode for no reason. What if he shot himself in the leg?
It is the kind of move that Battler would pull off.
Yeah.
Like, just like a reverse Uno card. Like, no, I don't want this advantage. And then, like, oh, damn, I wish I took that advantage.
What if Butler retroactively said, no, I actually checked Shannon's corpse on the first Twilight of EP1.
Oh,
Beatrice would be like, no,
that
you
was a
didn't.
good direction, though. I still like, no, you didn't.
Yeah. I guess, like, in Beato's games, Battler isn't actually controlling his piece, is he? He's just kind of watching his own piece do what his piece would, like, what he would do in that situation.
There's that one bit in EP2 where even Ryukishi doesn't...
Where he says, it's not my turn.
Yeah, even Ryukishi doesn't seem to be sure.
We'll just vote this shit on the fly.
Yeah, it's not my turn. I'll just wait and see what they do. But like, what would you do if it was your turn? Maybe this is all just ties back into Rule Z, where it's like, somebody please stop me. Battler, take control of your piece, figure out the mystery, and just like stop me from killing everyone. Is it that hard?
I mean, it's that one instance.
Walk around the corner.
Those two rules are kind of contentious, honestly. Like, I don't know how to feel about them. Like, it's just doing the same thing with us with Higurashi again, because of course. But like, it's manga only. Like, and like, the manga is fucking shit. Like, come on.
That's fair.
Oh, the manga's not that.
The manga isn't shit, but it's like the extra beats that the manga adds are not very good. I'll just say that, because the whole point of the fucking.
I really like hide and seek.
I talked about this so often already, but like, I really dislike how he just reveals everything at the end in episode 7 and 8.
We'll get there.
Especially in the manga.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Currently, we're...
We'll get there. Episode 7 book club, I will be on a fucking crusade. Like, I will be fucking hating on that shit every single time.
But Leon.
Yeah, Leon is cool.
Yeah.
What else?
I was just going to finish my thought there by saying, like, because all of Erica's, all of the stuff where Erica is on the game board, like gaslighting the survivors of the first Twilight, is all in first person from Erica's point of view. So, like, she should be the detective right now. The only reason she's not is because she specifically said, I'm not going to be the detective this game. And, like, would it be fair... Like, because I think part of like being the detective, right? It's not just like that your ability to detect is like infallible. It's also stuff like, can Battler say, yeah, it was Erica. Erica killed everyone.
No.
Like, can he create a mystery where Erica was the culprit without her knowledge?
If she's the detective,
Oh, I think she's controlling herself.
Yeah.
Not if she's not the detective. I still think Erica's controlling herself in like episode 6. So I don't think he could control her.
Yeah. Again, from a game point of view, I am skeptical that this makes sense as like a game played between two characters. It feels like characters have to make like huge leaps of logic to know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense as a like, oh, it just happened because it was written that way, and really the point of EP6 is for you to think about what happened and try and come up with a way that it worked. But like, if you're thinking about motives and like at every atomic point of time, like, is every character doing what they would do? I feel like some of it just doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah.
No, horse.
That's all I have.
We have to save Ryukishi from his own logic error. somewhere between next episode and the episode after that, we're gonna be done with the actual mystery happening on the game board. We have to come up with something, man. I have some ideas. The narrative does say that Goda was serving drinks. I have some ideas regarding drinks and Rosa's sleeping pills and setting the chain walk and then going to sleep because they were taking a break. I have some ideas. We're gonna save Ryukishi from the closed room. It's fine. It's gonna happen. We've done this multiple times in the past.
Okay, I like it.
Can't wait.
We'll figure out the mystery of the boiler room and their 2 doors one of these days.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh, that's all I have.
I have nothing else.
Me too. I don't even have full When They Cry spoiler ideas.
Well,
yeah.
Sayobe, anything else?
Yeah. Yokishi, please make Ciconia phase 2. Please, I'm on my...
Please make phase 2!
Please remember.
Please. I'm on my
Please.
knees.
Please.
To not include.
I'm begging you, Rikishi.
Please.
Do not
Never
include
stop thinking.
retroactive moves. Don't do that.
That's a bullshit move.
By the way, Ashley, what would he say? I don't know.
He fell like a puppet with its strings retroactively cut off.
Yeah.
That's what
It felt like a puppet whose strings I just now decided were cut a long time ago.
You know what? It'd be really funny if, like, before Phase 2 comes out, like, one of the countries mentioned, like, fucking collapses or something.
Wait, he's gonna...
Like a USSR situation.
He's gonna
and he has to fucking
retroactively
change
erase
that.
Israel from...
That'd be fucking crazy.
Oh no!
Yes! It's Palestine now. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Good ending.
Good ending. We're talking about this like jokes, but like America fucking attacked Iran today. Like we might, this might become real. Might be.
We might be living in the Ciconia dimension,
We are.
and not the one where we get to read it.
Because you can't write anymore though, because white people are involved this time in the war. Yeah.
Anyway. We should close the episode. Any closing thoughts?
We're getting to work. Okay. I like episode 6. It's like my second favorite episode. This peak.
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
everything.
That's pretty good.
Wait. That scene is gonna be so peak.
We flew pretty close to the sun on some things in the non-spoiler section, so if there's anything that was too spoilery and we decided to move, it'll go right here.
I mean, the whole island is a closed room.
Mhm.
As long
True.
as the end result is the same, you can pretty much like just do
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Is this full spoilers? What I said?
Love you.
No. Okay.
No.
No.
No, I don't think it is.
We're at the point of the story where it's
Yeah.
like it's a gray zone. Like, is this piece of information like already obvious, or are we still in the place where people are still figuring stuff like this out?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's like different for everyone at this point, because
Mhm.
I remember back when I was first reading episode 6, I still hadn't figured it all out fully. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's all I can say about that. We'll get to the other stuff later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hard figuring it out during episode 6. So until now, I guess.
Yeah. There's a detail that like has already been brought up, but it's kind of requires someone to have already like made the connection.
Yeah, that one joke.
No, I don't even know if we're on the same page. I should go back and reread that EP and see if like how much we let on with that detail, because like it's kind of obvious, but it's like you could go past it if you weren't like if you just
What
weren't
are we
thinking,
talking
I
about?
suppose.
Hmm. We don't even know.
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know.
Like, I don't know if I should say. You know what? I'll say it, and then if we decide it's too bad, I'll parrot or Destiny parrot, depending on who edits it. I'm talking about EP4, the crater that Angie goes to pay
I
her
don't think we're
respects
supposed to
Like,
know that's a.
The fact that the island is a So
I mean-
do you?
Yeah,
do you
that's
think the fact
true.
that
We
the
don't
island
know
blows
what
up at
that
the
the-
end of-
I recently
We don't know what that means
recently
yet.
read past that bit
At this point.
because Bubbles is now on
Why is it a
EP5.
crater?
Basically, all we know is
I
that
wonder what happened.
the text says Angie is sure, like she feels that the mansion should be just up ahead, but because of the way the terrain has moved since 1986, she does not like continue walking forth because she was on her suicidal journey, right? And the way it phrases it is that because she now wants to go back, she does not resume walking, because if she does, because of the way the train has shifted, she will not be able to come back. So basically that's how it hints that like, yo, there's a big fucking crater up ahead.
Is that really?
It's like if she
Wow.
continues, she about to get murdered. I don't know. She about to
But
die, I guess. I think that's how I
Yeah.
interpreted it.
anyway, we're cutting all this. I don't think it should go
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think in that
Oopsie.
case we should probably cut also the fact that that Erica being on the island is a closed loop or a
Yeah,
closed
okay.
room. Because I
maybe.
feel like that's the implication, right?
I think it's also just that like the mere existence of a detective. You can only have a detective in a story that's set in the mystery genre, that is written according to the rules of the mystery genre, in the same way that a story written with rules of the mystery genre has to have a detective. And the rules are Nox, and the detective is Erika, so they go hand in hand. If Erika isn't a detective, there's also just not gonna be Nox, because Nox accompanies the detective, and there's no detective.
It's probably some avant-garde like story that just doesn't have either one or neither. Or I mean, neither is something else, but like one or the other. That could also be interesting.
I mean, technically, yeah, if P6 doesn't have a detective, and Vatwer has now granted,
not yet.
Vatwer has granted the duct tape seals to Erika, basically allowing Dwanner to finally draw her sword and allowing Nox to exist in the story. But Erika is still not the detective. Erika's focus can still waver. Erika can still miss clues. But she now has the duct tape seals that she will use to basically enable Nox to basically get the certainty that she needs about a certain situation, get certainty about a certain context that will allow her to use red. But she's still not a detective. So yeah, this is a story without a detective.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is funny because, I mean, Van Dyne's don't all apply, and even Nox's commandments are changed for the purposes of Umineko. But Van Dyne 6 is the detective novel must have a detective in it, and a detective is not a detective unless he detects.
Peak waiting.
Yes, peak.
Thank you. Have I mentioned Van Dyne up till now, actually?
No, Van Dyne.
Van Dyne.
Like, I thought it was
Van Dyne himself has been mentioned, but the rules have not appeared in the story at all because it's all focused on Nox.
As it should.
Yeah,
Nox superiority.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's true.
I agree.
Okay, we'll get into it.
And that's
but
kind of
even
weird.
Ryukishi, like the way he writes about things, he clearly likes Nox more, I think.
It also might have to do with the fact that we'd have to have 20 rules we're thinking about instead of just 10.
10.
And if you have both, that's 30 whole rules you got to think about, and the minutia of like, okay, these two rules say similar things, but I can't just have two versions of the same rule.
Is Nox the one with the racial slur rule?
It doesn't exist.
Parked in the middle.
It doesn't exist in Umineko.
So really, it's only.
So racial slur, it's like it can't be like a stereotype, basically.
It's the
or like
but they use a racial
slur.
slur. But really, it's only 9 rules because we definitely don't have that one in the story.
Nox 9-log doesn't sound as good.
Yeah,
it's Nox 5th.
That'd be a nonologue, Des.
Nonologue. Oh my god, Nonary Games. It was actually the peak.
Yes, the Nonary Games. Lotus's rant about why she named her child Bat is finally relevant.
Who named their child Nonary Games?
Oh, Lotus in 999. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Just speak gibberish to me.
I think it's Nox 5th. I mean that's what am I fucking
6 or 7.
Strike 2.
Sorry.
What that Nox rule says, it's no Chinaman must appear in the story, and it's like apparently at the time a lot of stories were using Chinamen to basically do impossible feats of acrobatics, and so it was becoming what's it called?
It was just being racist as hell.
Something God Ex Machina. That's it.
Deus Ex Machina.
And it was making stories less enjoyable.
I think the modern analog of that would be like who was the killer? Oh, it was the trans woman. Like because they like kill people or whatever. Like it was.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling wrote that, didn't she?
There was that kind of like Psycho and Silence of the Lambs type of like stuff, but going on with like Chinese people. So it would be like, oh, that duplicitous and conniving foreigner. Used a mysterious poison from the Orient to kill the Baron in order to I don't know, steal all his money or whatever. Like it was just racist from head to toe.
So salty about that guy.
Yeah. I imagine something similar happened with. This is actually very interesting with Van Dyne's rule, which says that the servant can't be the culprit. It's very interesting because like that. The point of that rule is that hey. it's too obvious. It must be somebody of note. First of all, saying that servants as people are less of noteworthy than like the main character of the story.
Less of note. I feel like it's more like
no, he says that.
Don't have that like special connect. Like
really? Hold on. Of note. Control F.
I thought it'd be more like because they aren't
emotionally connected.
As closely connected to the family. Like, emotionally.
Where is it? Servants. Okay.
That's kind of crazy.
This is begging a noble question. It is too easy a solution. It is unsatisfactory. It makes the reader feel his time has been wasted. The culprit must be a decidedly worthwhile person. One that wouldn't ordinarily come under suspicion. Which, I understand what you mean by that. The butler did it is a huge trope. But I also watched a video, and I don't know how accurate this was, and I haven't really researched too much into my own, but apparently the butler did it isn't actually even as common as people think.
Really?
At some point, people just started saying, oh, the butler did it, of course, as though that were the obvious thing. But then everybody started saying that, and suddenly it became a trope.
Wow, that's so meta.
So I don't really know where it comes from or what works. We're so often putting the butler as the culprit. But I guess the idea is that, similar to with Knox, the servants, they have access to all the keys. They go around the house. The noble people are, scared, oh, what if the servant just murders me in my sleep? Too easy a solution. You can't have servants be the answer to the how done it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that would be really unsatisfying to just just rule out an entire half of the
exactly.
Let's put a pin on that.
So I guess that's why we ended up with
Knox
instead of Van Dyne.
Let's resume this conversation a couple episodes down the road. That's a very interesting conversation to have when Van Dyne does show up.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Well, Van Dyne is not gonna waltz in.
Van Dyne himself is showing up. Damn.
No, it's not. Ronald didn't show up. It was his child, his daughter, who killed him.
Yeah. We named after himself, but backwards.
Ronald backwards. Yeah.
I can't wait until I have a child I can name Yakop.
Yo.
Emoyas. Emoyas kind of
wait
goes
for sad.
Emo Yas.
What the? Irfesro.
Irfesro. I kind of like it.
What are we even saying anymore? Yes.
And Nav, it's gonna show up next chapter. It's gonna be peak. Wait, sorry, that's spoilers.
We decided to move. It'll go right here.
Oh, that is well thought.
Wow, so interesting. Yeah.
There you go. Those are some good things to talk about.
I agree.
That made me laugh and or think.
And/or.
And with that said, we hope you enjoyed the episode. See you in another 8 months. 6,
7 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
6, 7.
See you next April.
6, 7.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you for listening.